and Sadie Peters. So it's the same starting five for head coach Angie Peters, and our second half is underway. Peters goes to her sister up high. Laurel Stewart finds Elise inside. That shot, no good. Foul will be called against Elise Peters. Manhattan Chiefs scoring was pretty simple. Elise had 4, Marissa Brooke had 2 points, and that was the extent of the scoring for Manhattan Chief. Safety to the wing to that Nicole Cum. Nicole Cum was the leading scorer. Elise Peters in excellent rebounding position, and an over the back foul is called against the Dreamers. John Peter has been calling for the girls to block out, and Elise Peters did a nice job there of blocking out. Foul goes against the Dreamers, and there's a pass that's tapped out of bounds. The ball will stay with Manhattan Chief. 7:22 to play in our third quarter. Marissa Brooke inbounds to Elise Peters. Nicole Cum was the leading scorer for the Norfolk Dreamers. Stewart goes to Marissa Brooke. Marissa, quick move, tries to force up a shot, and is called for travel. As 3 players convened on Marissa Brooke, she was hemmed in and was called for the travel. Kelsey Safety, coach's daughter, drives up court and goes to the baseline. High pass, Nicole Cum. And there's Elise Peters who intercepts the pass. It's taken back by Nicole Cum temporarily. An over and back violation is called. And Marissa Brooke inbounds to Elise Peters. 6:50 to play. Sadie Peters goes up high to Elise. They're swinging the ball to the other side. Elise Peters gets that ball from Marissa Brooke. Marissa gets the ball and goes to Peters. It tries to go right back. It's tapped away. Now Elise will try to penetrate. She's bumped, no foul. Laurel Stewart, guarded dribble. Marissa Brooke to Peters and tries to go to Marissa Brooke. Marissa ends up on the floor and no foul is called. And here comes Nicole Cum, who receives the pass from Heather Myers, and that fast break basket is good. We saw Nicole Cum lead a lot of fast breaks. In this case, she was the recipient of a return pass. And Peters, a couple of dribbles, and tries to go to Blankley, and it's Nicole Cum who takes it away. So offensive execution has been a challenge for Manhattan Chief against this defense of the Norfolk Dreamers. Heather Myers on the wing and goes to Emma Hansen. And a held ball is called. The ball will stay with the Norfolk Dreamers. So Heather Myers looks, and inbounds to Safety, who received the ball, took a step back at the half-court line, and the over and back violation is called. It will be Marissa Brooke inbounding on the opposite side of the court, just directly opposite the scorer's table. 5:37 to play in our third quarter. Elise Peters looks over this defense that has been so effective for the Norfolk Dreamers. Marissa Brooke pushed back against the sideline. She falls down and is called for a travel. 5:26 to play in our third quarter. Nicole Cum will inbound to Safety. Kelsey Safety, a tall 5'11" girl, daughter of the head coach and assistant coach. Safety stops, pops, and that shot does not draw iron. And it's Heather Myers who inbounds it right to Marissa Brooke. Here comes Marissa driving the ball up court. Marissa tries to penetrate. She forces up a shot and is fouled. It'll be 2 shots for Marissa Brooke. Marissa drove into the lane area and forced up a shot. The official kind of bumps the side of his head to show where the foul occurred. Marissa at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. That southpaw young lady fires. It rolls around and away. No good. Both teams' players exchange hand slaps and good sportsmanship. Safdie takes a seat. Marissa's second free throw. High and good. Nope, it's no good. It rolls away. And a foul will go against Manhattan Chief. So the ball will go over to the Norfolk Dreamers. That foul against Sadie Peters. And here comes Nicole Come to Heather Myers. Myers penetrates. That shot no good. A second follow shot no good. Bree Brankley ends up with the ball on the floor, and Laurel Stewart comes away with it. Laurel covered up by Nicole Come, and there the ball goes to Regina Anderson. Now Anderson will drive to the basket, drive underneath the basket, step back out and fire. That shot no good, and Sadie Peters gets the rebound. Off to Elise Peters, 4:25 to play, third quarter. Elise brings the ball up court and will step back out. Marissa Brooke, there goes to work inside. That shot no good. Marissa gets her own rebound. Oh, Elise Peters' shot off the backboard, no good. It rattles off for Emma Hansen's fingertips temporarily, but Heather Myers controls it for the Norfolk Dreamers. And timeout. Timeout is called for the Norfolk Dreamers as Alexa Steinbach heads to the scorer's bench, so that'll be a substitution at our next opportunity. There's 4:02 to play in our third quarter, and it is the Norfolk Dreamers who lead 21-6. You're listening to Chief Basketball. Haven't scored yet in this third quarter.
Scored in the second quarter. I think it was 18-6 after one.
Goodness.
And so they've only scored 3. And it's not like
My goodness. Yeah. You're right. Where are the rest of the guys, James? I see a bunch of them are over there. .402 to play in our third quarter. Manhattan Chief has played good defense tonight, much of the way, but the offensive points have been tough to come by. Nicole Come to Myers. Oh, Come stops at the free throw line area, and Bree Blankley gets that rebound and pulls it away. Elise Peters looks over this defense. Now she'll penetrate, force up a shot, no good. And it is Elise who goes after the basketball again, taps it out of bounds. It'll be the Norfolk Dreamers inbounding at the far end of the court. 3:40 to play, 21-6. The Norfolk Dreamers with the lead. Laurel Stewart tapped the ball away, hustles after that ball. That's a turnover, and it's a travel. Nicole Come. Nice defense by Laurel Stewart. Nicole Come ended up with the ball, slid on her seat across the court, which is a traveling violation. 3:26 to play, third quarter. Elise Peters. Laurel Stewart gets the ball, drives along the baseline. That shot no good, and a push is called. So the push will be called not on the shot, but on the ensuing rebound, and it is the Norfolk Dreamers with the basketball. 3:16 to play in our third quarter. Nicole Come with a right-handed dribble as she crosses half court. Works against Laurel Stewart. Come gets a screen, and that shot no good. Hustle after that rebound, and it will be white ball. So the ball will stay with the Norfolk Dreamers. Is it an inadvertent whistle? It will be the Norfolk Dreamers who will inbound the basketball. Emma Hansen looks, goes inside to come. Oh, it's tapped away by Elise Peters. Oh, but the Dreamers get it back. Heather Myers with the ball along the right baseline. She penetrates, takes an extra step. The ball's tapped away. Bree Blankley get it, and Nicole Cum gets it. And now she is pushed as she drives along the baseline. More tough luck for Manhattan Chief. 2:49 to play in our third quarter. It is Nicole Cum who will inbound and go right inside. And a shot does not draw iron. Marissa Brook gets that rebound and goes to Elise Peters. 2:41 to play, third quarter. Elise cut off, goes to Steinbach on the wing. Laurel Stewart drives into the lane, and the ball's tapped away, and it is the Dreamers who come away with it. More offensive frustration for Manhattan Chief. Manhattan Chief still playing pretty good defense. There the ball goes to Hansen. Up top to Myers. Nicole Cum goes back to the right wing, and that shot no good. Emma Hansen gets her own rebound. The ball out of bounds. It should be Manhattan Chief basketball, and it is. So Steinbach will inbound. Little used Savannah Gilmore in the game only briefly. Autumn Peters now in the game for Manhattan Chief. Steinbach gets the ball and goes up top to Marissa Brook. Marissa out high, Blankley, and there's a shot from the wing. That shot no good. Hustle after that rebound, and the ball will stay with Manhattan Chief. Marissa Brook will inbound. 1:51 to play, third quarter. The lid will not come off the basket for Manhattan Chief. Bree Blankley gets the ball along the baseline, and it's somehow taken away. Here comes Nicole Cum. Cum drives around a couple of players and travels. More good defense played by Manhattan Chief, but the offensive end has been frustrating for Manhattan Chief. Elise Peters has not had one of those good shooting nights that we're used to seeing from her. And Steinbach gets the basketball and is clobbered by Nicole Cum. Cum helps her up, and it'll be Manhattan Chief inbounding. Marissa Brook goes to Elise Peters. Marissa Brook to Peters, to Steinbach, to Bree Blankley, to Elise Peters. There Bree Blankley gets the ball inside, tries to force up a shot, and it's tapped away. Nicole Cum brings the ball up court, and Bree takes it back. Then Blankley gets it, then she fires, and that shot rattles away. Elise Peters tracks down that rebound. Elise brings the ball up court and goes to Peters on the right wing. Up top to Steinbach. Manhattan Chief cannot buy a basket in this third quarter. Peters fires for three. That shot is good. That shot is good. Elise Peters nails that three-point shot from the top of the key. What a beautiful shot. 21-9. Manhattan Chief trail with 43.2 seconds to play in our third quarter. Open shot along the baseline, rattles away, and there's a hustle after that ball. Bree Blankley on the floor with the basketball. It's a held ball, alternate possession, and the ball will go to Manhattan Chief. Manhattan Chief has played excellent defense all the way through this game, and now finally Elise is able to get the lid off the basket with that three. We'll see if that momentum helps Manhattan Chief. Peters to Steinbach. Off her fingertips, she has to track it down. Bree Blankley with the ball up high. Elise Peters. Elise covered up and goes up top to Brook. And there's a takeaway. Cum anticipates that pass, drives to the basket, stops, and her fast break layup rolls in. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Marissa Brook with the ball up court. 3 seconds. Now Peters will have to fire up a deep three. That does not draw iron. And our third quarter is over. And after 3 quarters of action, it is the Norfolk Dreamers who lead by a score of 23-9 over Manhattan Chief. You are listening to Chief Basketball.